Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with the WBZ News Update. Our top stories this Monday. The Healy administration is launching a new mission to cut down on hate crimes. The main piece is a new state police unit which will work to better identify patterns and trends in hate crimes. Governor Healy noted that this is needed more than ever now, with reports of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia rising since the war between Israel and Hamas began.
Police departments in Massachusetts last year reported 440 hate crime incidents, which is an increase of 8.4% over 2021 alone. And it's the most incidents reported since 2002, so more than a 20-year high in hate crimes in Massachusetts. This increase is consistent with what members of communities have described as their experience.
Well, a new state police unit will also work on developing training that it can share with community police departments. The New Hampshire Attorney General's office is investigating a deadly shooting involving police. Overnight, a SWAT team responded to a home in Franklin where a man had barricaded himself inside. Authorities say that man was shot and killed, but they have not said what led to the shooting. No law enforcement officers were hurt. Police just released surveillance video from an armed robbery. About 10 o'clock last night, a man wearing a mask and a hoodie came into Andy's Variety on Woburn Street, and this is in Tewksbury. The man pointed what appeared to be a large capacity firearm at the clerk, and as you can see, tossed the clerk a duffel bag and had the worker fill it with cash and cigarettes. The man ran off a short time later, and police don't think the robber is even in the area anymore. But if you have any information, you're asked to contact Tewksbury Police. A chilly start to the week as we expect a lot of rain heading into Thanksgiving. Let's get a check of the holiday forecast with meteorologist Jason Mikell.
Well, Paula, in classic fashion leading into a holiday, you can expect there is some turbulent weather to talk about. Significant storm system crawling through the country beginning on Tuesday. Tuesday night into Wednesday, it's when it hits the New England territory. Some light snowfall to be expected, accumulating north and also west. At the same time, rain and wind guiding things coming out of eastern Mass heading into Wednesday evening. Damaging winds possible along southeastern Mass as well as the Cape, and even the islands as well to be expected. Current conditions across the region, upper 30s to low 40s, very stable, very breezy north winds moving into the mix. For the rest of the evening's temperatures are going to be coasting back into the upper 20s and perhaps feels like temperatures getting into the teens overnight. Daytime temperatures today will be some 8 to 10 degrees below normal because of the unimpeded north wind coming in out of Canada. Here's what we're expecting in terms of eastern Mass, the Cape, the islands here in the Boston metro. Tuesday night into Wednesday, periods of moderate to heavy rain expected because we're going to be in the warmest sector of this flow that's coming on in. Some light wind-driven snow accumulation is going to be likely north and also west. Again, in the upper terrain is where we can expect some of those accumulations to be 1 to perhaps even 1.5 inches south and also east of the city. Obviously, in some of the heaviest downpours to be expected, less than an inch you can see, including Boston and areas also north and west. Here's the play-by-play of how things unfold here, courtesy of that next weather alert. You can already see that we have some warming that's going to happen on the lee of this frontal boundary surging north. Obviously, with the warmer air coming in off of the ocean, we're going to have breezy easterly winds coming in, but there's a heck of a lot of cold that's going to be on the northern side of this, as you can see, with some very scattered snow showers and even some heavy bands of snow that's going to be moving through as well. Behind that, dry conditions, but the bulk of the heaviest rain is going to be south and also east of the city leading into Wednesday morning. So if you're traveling early on Wednesday, or if anyone is coming into town early on Wednesday between 4, 5, 6, perhaps even 7 a.m., they will likely encounter periods of very heavy rain and also limited visibility. This is going to be a quickly moving system, which is great for us here because once we get into the afternoon hours, look at all the dry air that's coming in behind that for Wednesday afternoon. Again, after the noon hour on Wednesday. Here's a closer look. As you can see, we put everything in play mode for you. Tuesday night at 7 p.m., just a lot of cloud cover to contend with. Once we get towards Worcester County and areas west, we start to switch things over. Notice the demarcation zone of some freezing rain, some sleet, maybe even some snow showers there. But as we get that onshore flow coming up through Barnstable County, moving into the Boston Metro, Middlesex County, getting all the way up to the northern tier there in the Merrimack Valley, mainly rain. And this is, again, moving on out of here once we get past the noon hour on Wednesday. So that's what it looks like on Wednesday. And obviously, with everyone that's going to be traveling the day before Thanksgiving, it is certainly going to be quite an issue there. In terms of heavy rain, can we expect some flooding out of that? I think we can obviously imagine that there's going to be limited flooding, but periods of very heavy rain. Soil accumulations likely going to be low, as well as wind gusts in the moderate territory. After Thanksgiving, things really start to dry things out. You can see by Friday, mid-40s for daytime highs, even some chilly overnight lows, upper 20s to low 30s. A few flakes possible early on Saturday, but dry and sunny, mid to low 40s on Sunday. Paula?
Thanks, Jason. I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.